Hallo, 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 ihr wertgeschätzten und treuen Wähler und willkommen zurück zu 3 Minutes to Midnight. Wir stecken jetzt in der Haut von Bettys Mutter Eliza, einer echt korrupten Politikerin. Ja, und wir sind gerade auf Wählerfang. Deswegen gehe ich jetzt mal nach Wählern suchen. Was haben wir hier? Okay, der Friseursalon ist geschlossen.
Free wigs, an offer you can't refuse. Limited time only. Offer not valid in the state of Maine and the U.S. Virgin Islands. May not be combined with the free mustache coupon. Cannot be used in the event of a bioweapon attack leading to an outbreak of a pandemic virus. Transmitted via bites or contact with bodily fluid that causes human corpses to reanimate and seek to consume living human flesh, blood, brain, or nerve tissue. Those are some awfully specific terms. Should I intervene? Well, as long as they pay their taxes, I shall let it slide.
Okay, was sagst du zu dem
How does
Filmposter?
one even produce an ape man? I suppose that explains Michael. The Mommy? What an uninspired title. What is there to fear about a mother?
Oh, da könnte man mit Norman Bates drüber reden. Okay. Ist zu Hause irgendwas?
There is no rest for the wicked.
Okay, dann nicht. Ich gehe mal in die Kirche. Oh, ein anderer Priester. Pater
Father
Jenkins.
Jenkins and I have an arrangement. I convince the people to go to church, and he convinces them that a vote for Barrett puts you on the Almighty's good side.
Mayor Barrett, you blasphemous, self-absorbed, treacherous heathen! You have a lot of nerve walking in here.
And here I thought the church accepted everyone, despite their past sins. Clearly, you priests are all talk and no trousers.
Good to see you, old fiend.
Enough compliments, Father. I expect you know why I am here, correct?
I don't need messages from the divine to figure this one out. It's been almost 4 years since the election, so...
Erinnerst du dich an den Tag, an dem du beschlossen hast, Priester zu werden?
Remember the day you decided to become a priest?
Like it was yesterday. I was an innocent young man, wide-eyed and new to the world. I just left home to go on Rumspringa. Maybe I was running a little wild, with all the partying, the illegal buggy races, the women, the drinking, the gambling, the men, the cobra fights.
Yes, perhaps just a tad.
But I prayed to the Lord, and I was saved.
Mir geht in letzter Zeit etwas im Kopf herum.
Something has been on my mind lately.
Little Elizabeth, I assume?
She's not so little anymore, and I feel like I am losing control over her.
Well, with pastoral counseling, you have two options. One, we try to work through your issues using a combination of common sense and advice. Two, we can just grab that exorcism in a box I have in back and...
Sagen wir, ich würde den Exorzismus in Betracht ziehen.
Let us say I am considering the exorcism. What comes in the kit?
Some holy batrachotroxin water, a stake carved from the cross Jesus was crucified on, a pistol with 13 silver bullets, the tips and tricks for novice exorcists booklet, and the phone number for the Vatican customer service hotline.
Do you have any non-lethal solutions?
I'm afraid the Vatican does not deal in half-hearted measures when it comes to things like these.
Father, might that be based on her hitting you with a cross in front of the congregation last week?
No.
I suppose I could just talk about it.
Killjoy.
Kann ich sie dazu bringen, nicht mehr für Michael zu arbeiten? Wir haben für Mike gearbeitet?
How can I make her stop working at Michael's?
Perhaps try telling her to stop.
As if she would listen. Besides, knowing her, she would end up owning her own franchise and become wildly successful. Just to spite me.
But wait, wouldn't that actually be a good thing?
Not helping, Father. Not helping. I think the biggest problem is her academic performance.
I see. Have you tried talking with her teachers?
Of course I have. But according to Dr. Dixon, and I quote, "She's thicker than frozen peanut butter. At this point, I am considering sending her to a nunnery."
Anything but that, Eliza. If your daughter were to join the church, she would turn it on its head. And what's worse, she'll probably finagle her way into becoming Pope.
I admit that would be bad for the faithful. But it would also create marvelous networking opportunities for me.
Ich würde gerne beichten.
It might finally be time for me to confess my misdeeds and seek forgiveness for my sins.
You almost got me, Eliza.
Ich gehe davon aus, dass deine Gemeinde weiß, wer die beste Wahl ist, um diese Stadt weiterzuführen. Ah, gutes altes Vitamin B.
I trust your congregation knows who is the best option to continue leading this town.
Straight to the point and always self-serving. Two of your most charming characteristics. That said, to be honest, I feel as though it might be time for a change.
I see. In that case, if I am to lose the elections, I guess I shall have to start my own church. And since I own this land, I see no reason not to build my church where this one currently stands. Which do you prefer? Elizaology, the Great Sept of Barrett, the Supreme Holy Church of Mayoralty?
Jesus, Mary Joseph and his toolbox. This changes everything. Eliza, I may have my doubts about you occasionally, but I know you really do want what's best for all of us. Heck, if you ran for Pope, I'd even vote for you then.
Maybe someday, but the presidency comes first. Besides, I do not care for the hat. Tell me, Father, how do you keep your flock so loyal to you?
Well, we have a lot of programs aimed at benefiting our community. There are seminars, motivational talks, pamphlets, information sessions. And that's not all. We've launched an amazing remote conversion program in cooperation with the Army.
Über welche Art von Seminaren reden wir?
What kind of seminars are we talking about?
Oh, we offer many kinds, ranging from marital advice to living a pious life. We even discuss science in some sessions.
Living a pious life? What a dull subject.
It's basically a series of reminders that if you don't behave according to the Holy Scriptures, you, well, you know, go to hell.
So much for instilling hope in your flock.
Well, after 3 hours of striking terror in their feeble hearts and minds, we eventually reach the Q&A. That's where I really shine. What can we do to avoid going to hell, Father?
And then comes the talk about redemption through donation. Clever. A science seminar? Is the church finally emerging from the Middle Ages?
That seminar examines and disproves many of the fallacies of modern science.
So, just to be clear, when you say fallacies, you mean...
Debunking asinine theories, of course. The Big Bang, gravity, evolution, dinosaurs. You know, all those things you really can't see or prove.
Apparently, some former Navy man is starting a wild new religion.
It's not a religion so much as a cult based around evading taxes.
As opposed to?
Not funny, Eliza. These guys make the Mormons look reasonable and grounded.
Do they now?
The hell they do. Enough of this topic.
Tell me about those pamphlets.
They advertise our weekly meetings to discuss our Lord and Savior Jesus.
Do you also have one on leprechauns?
Don't be silly, Eliza. Everyone knows those are extinct.
You mentioned motivational talks?
Oh, let me tell you, those motivational speeches really get the blood pumping.
I do not mean to be rude, but this church is empty whenever I stop by. Who is attending your speeches?
Attending? Oh, you've got the wrong idea. I give the talks to myself in front of the mirror every morning. Without them, I would have quit this job years ago.
Is your faith not reason enough to wake up each morning and face the day?
Faith doesn't pay the bills, Eliza.
Father, perhaps it is time for you to take a vacation.
Well, even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Vow of poverty, remember?
Is that not what the little ritual with the plate is all about? I believe it is time I return to my duties.
Okay. Kann ich sonst irgendwas machen?
The patron saints of freelance holy justice. Sometimes I think we would be better off with these two in charge. Then again, trouble does follow them everywhere. I hate having to ask pious for favors, but this pipe organ secured the religious vote in the last election. I remember the old sequoia trees we used to have in town. Good to see the tallest one is still hanging around. The patron saint of the highway. The myth says he used his divine powers to crash a plane into a gorge.
Potentakel.
The patron saint of world conquest. Now, let me show you how things are done. First town hall, then the world.
Okay, wen hatten wir hier noch? Ah, Bobbin Threadbare.
The patron saint of the great loom. Weaving my fate. No, thank you. I make my own destiny.
Okay. Mit ihm haben wir jetzt gesprochen. Was kann ich noch machen? Ich gehe mal hier in den Park.
No, 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 Bombini! You capito niente! You have to go down in the third round. Third round, capiche?
Come on, mister. We've been at this for hours. I heard in places I didn't even know existed.
Fine, take 5, Bambini.
You'll pay for my sister's medicine if we do this, right?
I am a man of my word, Bombino. Ah, what did I tell you, Marco? It's about time we met La Syndica.
Sindaca. That is Italian for...
Please excuse us. It means mayor. Our grasp of English is never mind.
Forgive our manners. Let us introduce ourselves. My name is Frank Cooper, and mi amico here is Marco De Luca.
Would someone care to explain exactly what is going on here?
Niente, Syndica.
Actually,
Actually, we were just teaching him about the beauty of sports. Right, Bombini?
Yes?
In that case, I expect you to be on your best behavior.
Yes, ma'am.
Since you are new in town, we should get to know each other.
Oh Mann. Man kann es auch übertreiben. Warum muss ich mit jedem NPC einen ganzen Roman besprechen? Dieses Kapitel finde ich eh irgendwie unnötig. Warum muss man jetzt noch sie spielen? Ah. Es ist fast so, als wären sie plötzlich eines Tages in dieser schönen Villa aufgetaucht.
It is almost as if you just appeared one day in that lovely mansion, with your new business fully operational. That is unusual, is it not?
All right, enough of this nonsense. Are you wearing a wire? Are you setting us up?
Marco, save your spy games for the Bombini. It's a long story, but suffice to say we had a disagreement with our former employers in Chicago.
Yeah, luckily for us, the feds offered us protection and a relocation package in exchange for our collateral.
And what exactly was this collateral, if I may ask?
Oh, some client lists, a couple phone numbers, a jar of 140-year-old sourdough starter. Nothing big, just enough for them to help us relocate.
Truly, El Amigo Ortega went above and beyond our expectations.
I'm interested in hearing more about your company.
Sure. We're getting into the mining business, as well as insurance and protection services. Of course, we will not abandon the classics. Tourism, construction, funeral services, and contract killing.
Contract billing, boss. You meant contract billing.
I must ask, why a barber shop? You do not strike me as a people person, Mr. Cooper.
Ah, Syndica. There's something about holding a razor near someone's neck that makes them tell you things they wouldn't even tell their mothers.
Apparently, loud screams, moans, and banging noises are heard from your home every night. The explanation people seem to have is that you are sacrificing animals to the devil.
You wouldn't have a name for the unsavory individuals who spread them, would you?
No, I cannot quite remember. Michael. It was Michael Walker, owner of Mike's Diner. You will find his home 3 streets down from your barbershop to the left.
Well then, Marco. I believe we have a lake trip ahead of us soon.
I do not wish to be rude, but your mansion does not exactly fit in with the rest of the houses.
It was not designed for this country, of course. We had a home shipped from Italy, brick by brick.
The town planner would die if he saw how it clashed with the other homes.
He would not be the first to die because of that house.
Apologies, Syndica. He meant that the previous owners are no longer with us. Natural causes, of course.
Gentlemen, as you may know, there is an election coming, and I am looking to extend my influence.
Ah, yes, the election. What do you think, Marco? Should we vote for her?
We could vote for her. What might be in it for us if we did?
Are you insinuating a bribe of some sort?
Bribe? What an ugly word.
I'd say it's more of a we scratch your back, you scratch ours kind of situation. This town could certainly benefit from one of our company's specialties: rental security and protection. Most businesses are already on board, but we're having some trouble convincing Linda Valentine.
I suppose if I manage to persuade Miss Valentine to sign, you might be persuaded to vote for me.
Exactly.
Gentlemen, you have yourselves a deal.
I like you, Syndica. Make sure she signs everywhere she needs to.
We need to talk about your pet.
Sparkles? What's wrong with Lamia Gata?
Oh, she is a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day, Syndica. She'd never hurt a fly. She'd never hurt a fly without reason.
I shall see you gentlemen another time.
Arrivederci.
Okay. Wer ist das Mädchen da? Miss Moore.
A bunch of rascals. Or Corona's latest scheme.
Kenn ich noch gar nicht.
Oh, hello. Mayor Barrett,
Miss Moore, dear, you really should get that cough looked at.
I'd love to, but we don't have insurance. The hospital won't even let me in the front door. Any news on our situation?
Corona's town hall stubbornly refuses to take my calls lately. Tell me, are your accommodations sufficient?
Oh, the high school gym is fine, Mayor Barrett. But are you sure the coyotes are okay with us sleeping there?
Of course they are. I swear that team must be cursed. Can you even imagine something worse than losing every single game you play? Well, do take care, Miss Moore.
Die Arme. Okay, ich rede mal mit denen. Erstmal rede ich mit
Was
Mrs.
that an
Peanut.
uppercut?
Ms. Peanut, the new school principal. I do hope she does not buckle under pressure as easily as her predecessor did.
There's a predator nearby.
Good morning, Dr. Dixon. And you must be Ms. Peanut, the new principal.
In the flesh. And you are?
Eliza Barrett, your mayor, like it or not.
Good to meet you, Mayor Barrett.
Well, I must say, I'm surprised to see you here already.
I know, but I just couldn't wait to get started. I like to go in and get the lay of the land before a hunt begins. The climate, the plants, the hiding spots for prey animals to shelter from the beast.
Well, it seems that Dr. Dixon has neglected to inform you that this beast is my only child. And she has a proper name, you know.
You of all people saying that. Why do I feel so cold?
A pleasure to see you too, Ms. Dixon. How are you liking your new position?
It depends. Some days I wonder why I took this job. Other days I simply regret it.
I am starting to think I gave you too much vacation time. Perhaps our students would benefit from a year-round instructional model.
Well, given the unique economic and social pressures of rural education, as well as the fact that the school acts in loco parentis and must ensure a safe learning environment for all students, we simply wouldn't have the resources to keep Betty enrolled. She'd have to be homeschooled.
Damn it! If I had known she was going to be such a political liability.
Lassen Sie uns über Ihre Vergangenheit sprechen.
Let us discuss your past.
It's a beautiful day. Let's not bring back any ghosts from the past, okay?
I just thought I would remind you. After all, we must learn from our mistakes.
Oh, so that's why Betty is an only child.
Your lucky ghosts cannot cross the oceans. How exactly does one end up in your former line of work?
After the attack on Pearl Harbor and the declaration of war on Japan, I was encouraged by Julius to collaborate and assist him with some calculations.
So you were just Oppenheimer's human calculator? How disappointing.
I mean, this calculator here did the math for the most powerful weapon in human history.
Please, if we are talking explosions, you know my offspring has you beat.
Don't be absurd, Eliza. You know she...
Look at that mushroom cloud, Peaky! I told you there was no such thing as too much plutonium! Hey, where's Roscoe?
Betty!
I stand corrected.
Ich fände es schön, wenn man das Kapitel jetzt gerade, ja, vielleicht erfahren wir jetzt ein bisschen mehr Hintergrund und mehr Story und so, aber war das jetzt wirklich nötig? Ich will Betty spielen. Betty ist viel cooler.
Was there ever a point where you thought to yourself, hey, maybe we should slow things down, try to improve the microwave oven first?
After the first detonation, I did think that perhaps we had made a mistake. Mankind was never meant to play with life itself this way. On the bright side, in one of our breaks, we did manage to improve the microwave. We call it the Bite Nuker. It could cook sealed cans of Chef Mike's meatballs in 5 seconds flat.
Wait, what?
One of Hilbert's unsolved mathematical problems. Why do Mike's meatballs taste like sewage when cold, but amazing at nuclear temperatures?
Well, I never expected this question would lead to a whole conversation about Michael's meatballs.
Oh yes, Mike's meatballs. You never see them coming.
Are you happy with the class schedule for next year?
Not at all. I understand that this is grade school, but I really need more intellectual stimulation.
Is this the part where you list all the fancy pieces of paper you have collected?
I don't brag about my accomplishments. Not my astrophysics degree, not my chemistry degree,
Yeah.
or my master's in engineering, or the triple doctorate in cultural, social, and physical anthropology.
My God, you must have a lot of free time.
And I have my teaching degree, my 200-hour TEFL, and my degree in culinary arts. Well, actually, I haven't finished that last one yet, but I'm nearly done.
An unfinished culinary degree. This is deeply distressing news. If you are not appropriately qualified to teach, I'm afraid we must adjust your pay grade.
If you do that, every field trip the children will take next year will be to town hall.
It was worth a shot. We need to talk about my offspring's academic performance.
Eliza, it's a beautiful day. Why do you want to ruin it by talking about your daughter?
Dr. Dixon, I know Betty is not the brightest, or the most intellectual, or the smartest, or the not dumbest, but,
For Darwin's sake, Eliza. Not that I care, but you're her mother. Look, since Betty will never pass, why don't you have her join the circus?
You disappoint me, Dr. Dixon. I thought you were taking this seriously.
Oh, I am. Think about it. She'd be away from home, she'd travel, she'd meet new people. And more importantly, she'd cease to be a problem for either of us.
Ich finde die Betty gar nicht so dumm, wie die immer tun. Mich nervt das, wenn die immer so über sie reden. Ja, sie hat vielleicht sehr ausgeprägtes ADHS, aber dumm ist sie nicht.
Do you think she's losing sleep over facing Betty next fall?
See for yourself.
Crikey, that's a big one. Oh.
Does that answer your question?
Seriously, do you think she will be able to handle Betty?
I don't know. I'm concerned that she'll fall apart once she meets her.
What are you not telling me?
Where do I even start? Would you care to hear about the forgery, the bullying, or the tantrum?
Noch eine Fälschung?
Another forgery? Well, what did I allegedly give her permission for this time?
Here's the last note her mom sent me.
Dear Ms. Dixon, how are you? I am fine. Betty cannot come to school today because she is dead. Stay sexy, Eliza.
Right, though.
I knew I did not approve that allowance increase agreement. My offspring has some flaws, but I would never call her a bully.
She grabbed the exchange students and painted them purple from head to toe. Whenever someone asked, she just told them, they're Smurfs, deal with it.
What even is a smurf?
Honestly, I didn't call you about it because it was so funny.
Oh, das ist schon fies.
What do you mean by a tantrum exactly?
Well, she failed the test again and told me she'd hold her breath until I changed the grade.
I imagine my offspring actually went through with it.
Yep, fainted out cold right there in the classroom. Don't worry, Eliza, she probably didn't do too much damage. Well, I mean, you have to have brain cells before you can deoxygenate them.
Enough.
Oh.
I know more than I wanted to.
Wait, one more thing. She keeps making up words.
Good. That shows creativity.
And when I correct her, she refuses to accept it and says, that's what I said in the first place.
Gaslighting people, twisting their words around. Maybe she has a future in politics after all. That will be all, Dr. Dixon. I must be on my way.
Okay, was gibt's hier noch? Ein Wahlplakat.
For a greener future. Well, toxic waste is green. At least they cannot accuse me of failing to keep my promises.
Das ist doch schön. Endlich mal ein Politiker, der seine Versprechen hält. Tja, und ich verspreche euch, dass wir uns in der nächsten Folge wiedersehen. Bis dahin.